Are we live? Okay. Hi everyone. Welcome to Good Day Chula Vista. We are going to be talking about solar panels today, the solar system in our house, not in the planet. So stay with us. Hi everyone. Thank you for joining us again on our episode 53 today.
Woo!
Thank you. We're testing the clapping today. Okay, guys, I'm so excited about the show today. We are going to be talking about how much money you can save with solar panels, with the solar system in your house. And we are here with Ryan Turner. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you for joining. I know you did the show before here at Cobo Banker West.
I did, yep.
But it was different. It was not Good Day Chula Vista.
It's not Good Day Chula Vista. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you for inviting me on, Fabi. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Are you ready for like 100 questions?
Absolutely. How much time do we got?
As long as you want.
Let's do it, yeah.
As long as Claudia and Adrian lets us.
Okay.
So, before we get going, because I'm really excited, I'm going to be saving a lot of money with this new system in my house with solar. So I want to tell you all about it because since I'm doing it, then it's not like somebody told me. I'm actually living the experience. So, but first, I want them to hear about you.
Okay.
Tell us about you.
Sure. So, of course, Ryan Turner. I've been with Sunrun for 3 years. This was never in solar prior to it. I was introduced to the solar industry by a good friend of mine that I've known a really long time that I trust. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because that's how a lot of us learn about solar is we're usually introduced to it by someone we know and trust. And we're like, okay, sure, we'll take a look at it. That's how I meet a lot of my clients. But once I started to dive into, solar as a whole, I just realized what a huge fun and exciting industry to be a part of, really just changing the way people buy their energy, produce their energy, cleaner, renewable, more affordable than what our SDG is charging us. So the more I dove into it, the more exciting it got, the more rewarded. As long as I've been in Sunrun, every day that goes by, I just feel more and more rewarded because I get to meet people like you, Fabi, and everyone else that I've helped save a ton of money by just adding solar to their home. It's the same energy that you bought, previously, except that now it just costs you a lot less.
Yeah. So. It's like the perfect job. You're making people happy and then you get them paid to do that.
Absolutely.
That's how I feel about my job.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
We make people happy. We find them what they need. We save them money, get them a good offer, and then, at the end of it, we get paid. So it's fun doing what we love.
Super fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how many years have you been, you went over, but you're married, you have kids, where are you from?
I do, yeah, so a little personal background. I grew up in Corona, not too far north from San Diego, about an hour and a half. My wife is from San Bernardino. We actually met when we were both living in Newport Beach. Nice. Lived there for a long time, and then we moved all over the country. Not necessarily all over, the Southwest, so like Texas, Las Vegas, California, and whatnot. And we always were vacationing here in San Diego, so we're like, why not just move to San Diego? Just live where we vacation. So we did that 3 years ago. And no, it's been 4 years now, actually. And we haven't looked back. It's been just a great experience moving here. We've recently added to our family our first addition. We have a 7-month-old daughter now. Aww. Her name's Elena.
She's adorable.
She is adorable.
You're like in love again.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
You have 2 loves now.
Yeah, I do, yeah. And my wife, Mary Jean, takes care of her full time and also manages our real estate portfolio. We have some real estate in Texas.
Good job.
So she is incredibly busy, but she does an amazing job, taking care of everything. So, and I just get to venture out and talk to people about solar. So I have it easy. But
save people money, save the planet.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, making a difference.
All at once. So you've been doing solar, you know about solar for how many years did you say?
3 years.
3 years.
Yep. Before that, I was in the hospitality industry for a very long time. So I learned how to provide a great customer experience by being in the hospitality industry. So major hotels and mega nightclubs. And then I've just brought that over into the solar industry, just creating a great experience for the homeowner.
Yeah, that's why you're so good at it. It's just you're always so honest. You know, nothing is fake. It's just what it is, but in a nice way.
Yeah.
Even when you explain my current San Diego Gas and Electric bill, you say it in a nice way.
It's ugly, yeah.
Yes, it's pretty ugly.
Yeah.
So let's go into, because I know a lot of you guys have a huge San Diego Gas and Electric bill, especially this summer, because the prices went up last year, and a lot of us, including myself, didn't know that. So we're finding out now that we're turning on the AC, we're like, oh my God, I know I didn't spend that much money last year this month, and I was using exactly the same amount of energy. So stay with us, because we're going to tell you how you can fix that. And so let's start with, what are solar panels and how do they work?
Okay, so solar panels are pretty simple. There's no moving parts. They just sit on top of a roof and they just generate electricity. And then that electricity gets pushed down into an inverter, which converts it to energy that we can use in the house. Because what we're producing on the roof, it's called direct current energy. Okay. And what we use in the house that we plug into is alternating current. So you need that conversion. Okay. So solar panels produce the electricity in direct current. The inverter converts it to alternating current that we can use in the house. And then the way it works so well for homeowners and how you save money is that you have an agreement with the utility, with SDG&E, that they will buy your excess energy that you produce. So in the middle of the day, when you're producing more energy than your home is using, the excess energy is getting transferred out to the grid, to SDG&E, and they're crediting your account. So your actual meter runs backwards during the day. And then at night, of course, solar panels aren't working at night. We haven't figured that out yet. So, so you have to pull back from the grid at that point. But you use your credits first, and then if you run out of credits, then you just buy energy from SDG&E. But it's all seamless.
And then if it's at night, it's always cheaper at night.
Exactly. So yeah, SDG&E charges its highest rates in the summer between 4 and 9 p.m. And that's around 60 cents a kilowatt hour, which is pretty expensive. But then between midnight and 6 a.m., they're charging 20, 25, 26 cents a kilowatt hour. So it's a lot less at night. Yeah.
Less than 50%.
Yeah.
We need some moon panels for
the night. Yeah, we need to have like half solar, half moon panels.
So when they say okay, it's safer for the planet, why is that?
Well, I mean, it's clean, it's renewable. We're not burning, fossil fuels, natural gas, so it's just a cleaner amount or a cleaner way to generate electricity. Okay. So, water with dams is a great way. That's nice renewable energy. Wind and solar. Those are the three clean renewable energy sources. And just recently, not so much recently, but in the last 10 years, there's been so much interest and adoption of solar that the cost has come way down to make it a lot more affordable and convenient for even more people to go solar. And the more people that go solar, the lower the cost gets, and it's just adding for more savings. So we're able to make a bigger impact on the environment, on the planet, by not just burning stuff for energy, right? We can just use the most abundant source of energy this planet has in the sun, and create energy off that.
And it's hotter every year, so why not?
Yeah, right? I know, right, exactly.
And you know what, I think before, people that got solar panels, because they were so expensive, I think they were just doing it to be green, right? Not so much to save money.
Yeah, you'd have to have a really high electric bill way back in the day, 15, 20 years ago when people were adding solar. It's just because they had an outrageous bill. Now you don't need to have a huge electric bill. I mean, you could have a $80 electric bill, and you could convert that into a $60 electric bill without any money out of pocket with solar. So it's just because it's come way down, even the small electric bills, you can still save money.
Okay, so now who's a candidate for solar, and what are the benefits?
Homeowners are great candidates for solar. And you have to have a good roof for solar. So not everybody qualifies, but 4 out of 5 homes are good for solar. So if you own a home, you should at least take a look at solar.
Especially the single-story ones, right? Because they have a wider.
Single stories are great,
Yeah.
but 2 stories, also have some roof space, and we customize every design. Sunrun customizes every design to optimize the production from your roof, whatever kind of roof that is, taking all the landscape of trees and everything else, and ultimately, even a little bit of solar is better than no solar because SDG&E is charging so much. So everyone's a candidate. Just take a look at it. I recommend meeting with myself.
Yes.
First or last. So that definitely put my name in the hat for your
How
solar.
about people that are renting?
Also, great candidates for solar if they happen to have a good relationship or know who the property owner is, because the property owner has to make the ultimate decision on whether or not solar is going to be installed, right? So only the owner can make that decision. But it's a great benefit for tenants, and it's great benefits for the owner because they are going to retain their tenants longer because they'll be happier.
Gas and electric is so cheap.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's a great benefit for all parties. It's
right.
a win-win-win. So, yeah.
Yep. I agree with that. I gave you a couple of referrals from people that
absolutely.
were renting. They were so excited when I was telling. I've been telling everyone, me, when something's working, I want to tell the world. So, okay. So homeowners and even people that are renting are, now, are these just for houses? Like if somebody owns a mobile home, they wouldn't be a good candidate.
Mobile homes are, it's case by case.
Okay.
Not every mobile home has the structural support. Yeah, for adding more weight to the roof. Okay. So I wouldn't necessarily say no to all mobile homes. So it's case by case. There are some where you can definitely add solar to the mobile home. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I used to think that you had to put money down. So I thought, well, maybe you save money, but then you have to come up with this big down payment, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
So then you told me there's no down payment.
Right.
How can that be? You mean I can start saving the first month, no down payment?
Absolutely. So Sunrun is the innovator, as they are, in the industry all the time. They're always innovating. So in 2007, Sunrun came up with this program called the Solar Lease or Power Purchase Agreement. Just kind of depends on where, what state you're in, what you call it. So that allowed for mass adoption because not everyone has money to put down. So you can go solar without any money down and then just reduce your monthly payment. You're basically bringing on Sunrun as an energy partner to help reduce your energy costs. Sunrun takes on all the upfront costs, buying the equipment, doing the installation. They'll pay for all that. And then the homeowner can just pay a monthly payment. And it's just less than what they're paying SDG.
Because even if you have the money for the down payment, if you don't plan to stay in that house, you don't want to pay up front.
Oh, that's a great
money,
point.
I'm going to sell in 5 years or 3 years. I just want it to be spread out through the 20 years. If I sell, then the next owner keeps it.
Yeah, exactly. It just transfers over seamlessly to the next homeowner. When you're looking at selling the house in a short amount of time, you don't want to, outlay some money because you may not be able to recoup it in just a short 2-3 years. So we have the program zero down, and then you can transfer the agreement over, and then the next buyer is happy too, because if you signed up 3 years ago and what rates were 3 years ago and then what rates are now, rates keep going up. So if you signed up 3 years ago, you're at a lower sign-on basically program with the power purchase with Sunrun. So
darn it, I should have called you 3 years ago when I bought that house. Darn it, I knew that I needed to start earlier. Okay, so then that's no money down. That's one of the options. And are there many financing options?
So there are. So Sunrun is with Costco. So if you'll see Sunrun in Costco, in every Costco, you go shopping at Costco, you'll see us in there. That we offer a customer-owned system where you're actually buying the solar equipment. Okay. We're installing it, and the financing option with that would be a personal loan. You're not like you're not borrowing against the equity in your house or anything like that. That's just a personal loan. So that's an option. Okay. Personal financing. You can also have the option to it's not really financing, but the power purchase agreement is an agreement to buy the power from the solar company, the power that's produced. But it's not a loan. You don't have to pay it off. It's not financing. That's the one you can easily transfer over to the next homeowner. There's even another option that Sunrun has. It's a power purchase agreement that's prepaid and financed by either you can borrow from your own home equity line of credit, you could get your own loan, or you could use your property taxes through the PACE program, Property Assessed Clean Energy Program, where you can use the equity in your home to pay for the power purchase agreement prepaid. So there's a lot of different ways. There's so many different ways. So everyone's different, right? So every situation is different. So we look at all programs.
People
and see
like
what's the
different
best
things.
fit.
Like some people like to own actually things. It's like the cars. You know, I want to have my car on a lease every 3 years. Here you go, give me the new one. But then I have friends like, no, I want to pay it off and I want it to be mine 100%.
Yeah,
you know,
pride of ownership.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
I
why
just
we
want to have a
offer
new
all
car.
of
Who
it.
cares if I don't own it?
I know. What the result is what we want. So we want the
Right.
power.
Right.
So when you have a customer-owned system or a power purchase agreement as a homeowner, it doesn't feel any different because SDG&E still buys the excess energy. I really just want the power. Am I really excited about owning the panels?
Yeah.
I mean, no, I want the energy that the panels produce.
That's the
So
purpose
that's what it's
of
about.
having them.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is financing options. After this, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing and what worked for me and why I'm so excited and how much money I'm saving. So stay tuned. Okay, and then what if I want to sell my house, but I'm not done paying for that lease?
Yeah. So the lease or power purchase agreement is the one where you don't have to pay it off. You don't have to include it with the sale of the house and paid off in proceeds. You do not have to do that. The power purchase agreement, what the great benefit of having that is it just transfers, just like when, say if you didn't have solar and you bought a house, you get the electric bill for that house.
Right.
Same thing with solar, except it's a lower electric bill with the power purchase agreement. So it just transfers to the next homeowner. Sunrun makes it really simple.
Yeah, explain that because I have a lot of friends that are realtors and I think they would love to hear how easy it is to transfer it because there's been a lot of agents that have sold, sellers that have sold, have lost the sale because they had to pay it off before they could sell it.
Yeah, so maybe they didn't understand their options or maybe they did have to specifically pay that one off. But I think the best thing to do first, if you have solar, plan on selling a house, just get in touch with me. I'm happy to educate anyone for free, no charge or anything like that. But I would love some referrals after we have that conversation.
Yes.
The options with selling the house, you want to make sure that if it's a Sunrun system, you let Sunrun know as early as possible. If you're thinking about selling, let your realtor know, let Fabi know, hey, I want to sell my house. I have a Sunrun system. She'll call me, we'll call customer care, we'll get a service transfer specialist specifically assigned to the transaction. That way, and they'll communicate with everyone. They'll communicate with escrow, they'll communicate with title, Sunrun will communicate with everybody. And then there is a one-page document on a power purchase agreement that you need to get. It's a form to fill out with Sunrun. Easy to obtain. You can call the main line and they'll email it out right away. You fill out that form. You give it to the escrow officer. Okay. Because it has to be recorded with escrow. So don't send it to anybody. Really, everything funnels to the escrow officer, and they take care of it.
Because they have to settle everything.
They have to settle everything. Yeah.
And okay, so now does the new buyer have to qualify for your system?
Guaranteed, they qualify.
Okay.
So,
what if their credit is not that good and?
Yeah, I mean, let's happen they're buying a house and their credit is terrible for whatever reason. Just like SDG&E, if you have bad credit, they ask for a deposit. Sunrun will ask for a deposit.
Is it a big deposit?
It's $500 deposit.
Oh, if I'm the seller, I'll pay for the deposit. Take over, please.
Yeah,
so you guys can keep saving money.
We don't want $500 to hold up the sale of the house.
No,
right?
it's not that
a deposit.
When you told me that, I was like, oh, I thought you were going to say, yeah, it's a deposit of $5,000 or something. $500.
$500, yeah.
That's like 1 month energy bill in my house.
Not for long. Not for long.
Not for long, thank God. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Okay, so let's go over that a little bit more. So agents, if you guys are instructing your clients to get solar because, they bought a big house with the pool, with AC, and they're complaining about the San Diego Gas and Electric, have them call Ryan because he's a preferred solar person here in our company at Cobo Banker West. He's helped so many agents, And that's how I met you, because I posted on Facebook. You know, you've been here and I had never met you.
Right.
And I posted on Facebook, and I got so many agents telling me like, "Oh, you gotta call Ryan." And I was like, "Oh." First, I thought, he's probably just Peter's friend. And that's why, right? Honestly, that's
well,
what
we're
I
friends
thought.
now, but not, you know, that wasn't why the setup. You know,
Yeah.
it was,
So
the
I
service.
thought, oh my God, no,
Yeah.
you really have a really good system going on here.
Thank you.
Okay, so then, are they high maintenance? And who pays for the maintenance? Let's say I already have my lease, or I bought them.
Mm-hmm.
Are they high maintenance?
Solar panel is very low maintenance. So let's say you bought them. Say you met with me and you want to own it. So we do it through Costco because you're a Costco member. You own the panels. The maintenance on it for the first 10 years, totally covered. You don't pay anything for 10 years. So you have a 10-year workmanship warranty, covers everything.
Mm-hmm.
Solar panels don't require cleaning. So it's not like you're going to generate a lot more energy if they're super clean.
Oh,
there's not a big difference at all. So
Oh.
normal.
I'm glad you told me. I was gonna be up there. Always a little cloudy outside.
Everything's Windex. No,
Just kidding.
you don't have to do any of that. It's going to produce, even if it looks dirty, it's going to produce
Okay.
energy. And the money that you spend on the water to clean the panels and all that is not going to get recouped by the
Right.
energy more that you'll produce. So
Exactly.
no maintenance on it, except for maybe about 12 to 15 years down the road on a customer-owned system. The inverter will stop working, and that is your maintenance. You need to replace the inverter. So you simply call for service, call Sunrun, send out a field service tech, get the inverter replaced, and if you own the system, you would have to pay for that after the 10 years.
Is it expensive?
So the inverter replacement could be, the equipment itself. It's a range based on the size of the system.
Oh.
I don't think it's expensive, but it's it could be as low as say $500-$600 up to $2,000, but that's obviously a much larger system. So it's relative to the system and the equipment that's being replaced. We have the battery storage as well, LG battery. So if you're replacing an inverter and a battery on a customer-owned system, then anything after 10 years is you have to come out of pocket. That's your maintenance. It's not a huge expense. The amount of money they're saving way offsets the cost for the maintenance.
Yeah, because you're gonna own them forever now.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to keep producing energy for 40 years, up there. So it's a great return on investment. On the other side, on a power purchase agreement side, you don't pay for any maintenance for 20 years.
I know. That's the one I like. I'm like, I don't want any maintenance. You guys come and service them.
Right. It
20
makes
years.
it real easy.
And in 20 years, I'm done. You can just take them, or I can upgrade.
You have choices.
I have
That's what's
choices.
nice. Yeah,
I
you
can
have
say,
options.
I want the new ones.
Right.
Because in 20 years, you guys are gonna have new ones.
Right, exactly. It'll be the latest technology 20 years from now.
Exactly.
So you have the option to upgrade. However, you don't have to. If you want to, you can buy the existing system at fair market value. So solar panels that are 20 years old.
Who's gonna want to keep those? I'm gonna want the new one.
You're gonna want the new.
They're gonna be
newest,
dinosaurs
the latest.
by then.
Even if you own the system with a customer-owned system, you'll probably want to replace it in 20 years anyway.
Exactly. That's what I like about this one is because in 20 years I'm done, right?
Yeah.
It's like I don't know anything. I'm done, and I can start a new contract.
You can. Yeah.
With
new system.
with
Yeah,
new system.
absolutely. Yep.
That's amazing. Okay, so then 10 years maintenance if you buy them, 20 years. Well, the full life of the full lease.
Yeah,
The 20
agreement.
years
Yeah,
agreement.
taken care of.
So how much money can solar save me?
Save you a lot. Save.
Let's go.
It's a range, so it depends on how much energy you're buying. So let's say, for example, your average bill is $100 a month. We can very safely say you're going to save at least 20%. On your electric bill. That's if you don't have any already discounts. Like if you're not already an SDG&E employee, they get a 25% discount. So if you don't have discounts, you can expect to save about 20% on the low end. And then on the high end, it gets incredible how much money that you can save. 50% reduction in cost. So
should I share my personal experience?
Yeah.
When we went over.
That'd be
so
great.
I want to share this because I just thought it was so much money that is going to San Diego Gas and Electric, and it's not even clean energy, but that's all we have. I'm grateful that we have it, of course, but if I could save money, so I called Ryan because 2 months ago I got my bill and it was $549, and it's because I have a swimming pool that's going on 5-6 hours a day. But now that it's hot, we have the AC going, and it's not even all the time. It's only when we're there, and we try not to, keep it on all the time. So it was $549, and then this month it was $700, like
Ouch.
702. And I didn't know that gas and electric raised their prices last year at the end of the year. So last summer my numbers were not that bad. It was like 300, a little less than 400, because the prices were lower. So now this summer they're like, we did the numbers, and it was last year. This time I paid 700. It was only 263.
Yeah.
And I'm using the same. I'm using the same energy.
A little bit more this year, but yeah, I mean, relatively it went up.
But not double.
No, it went up an incredible amount
The
just in
other
the
one,
last year.
$249 in June
Yeah.
last year, and this year it was $549.
Yeah.
So you know what? When I got that $549, and then they texted me that I was gonna get a $1,200 bill the following month, I was like, Ryan!
I came
Finally.
running. Yeah.
Yeah. So now, what I selected was the lease. It's not called a lease. What is it called?
It's called the Power Purchase Agreement.
The power
PPA. Power Purchase Agreement.
So that's what I'm getting for 20 years. But you know what? If I sell the house, I'm pretty sure the new owner is going to be so happy, because I'll be paying like around $170 a month now, instead of 300, 400, 700. It's going to be $170 every single month. And if I use a little more, I pay a little more, but it's not going to be what I'm paying now. So I am saving way more than 20%.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Way
It's
more
the
than 20%.
perfect house for solar.
I know it's not everyone,
Yeah.
but I think I'm saving like 40%.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
My kids are happy because I've been like such a witch lady. Like, no AC, go somewhere else. Don't be at the house.
Go to the movies, something.
But when you were there at the house, the AC was up. I was like, I'm sorry, Ryan. I want you to leave my struggle.
It's funny how many homes I sit in and I'm just sweating because no one's running the AC because it's so expensive.
Yeah, that's why you're there.
And that's why I'm there.
They're
Like,
desperate.
and I accept that. I'm happy to be sweating inside your house. And then when I come back after solar's on, it better be nice and cool, 73 degrees.
I was like, I have visitors, but I'm sorry, the AC's gonna be off. He understands. He sells solar.
I do.
So, and so there is one more thing that I was so happy, because I knew I needed a new roof in my house.
Mhm.
My contractor that was doing some work in my house had told me a few months ago.
Mhm.
And I thought he was exaggerating. I'm like, yeah, right. It's not leaking. And then when you came, I showed you, I'm like, do you think I need a roof? You're like, oh, yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
That's why we hire inspectors for our real estate clients, because we don't know about that stuff. But so I knew that my roof was going to be between $8,000 and $10,000 with the
Mhm.
companies, because we get estimates for our clients all the time. So my roof is going to be between $8,000 and $10,000. So you said, you know what? If you get solar, we'll pay for half of that,
We'll
pretty
pay-
much.
Yeah, as much as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I must. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you guys are paying. I was gonna pay probably $8,000 and $10,000 if I did it myself.
Yeah.
So now I'm only gonna be paying, like $3,000 something, and I have a brand new roof, good for 30 years.
I don't know if anyone heard that, but she's getting a new roof and she's only paying around $3,000 for a brand new roof across the entire
It's
house.
$3,005.
Yeah,
So it is $3,000.
the roof costs more than that, but Sunrun is going to help with that cost.
Yeah.
And it didn't, your out of pocket is for a new roof, and you just saved a ton of money because you're only out of pocket $3,000 for a new roof instead of $8,000 to $10,000.
Right.
So.
And with a very good company.
Yeah, AVL Roofing, Vince Leone,
Yeah.
he's been doing roofs for 30 years, is a generational roofer, and his quote even came in less than $8,000, so it was a very
It was like
7,000 and change, 7,700 or something like that.
It's still a good deal.
It's a great deal just on its own.
Yeah.
By a great company, AVL Roofing, and then when Sunrun contributes towards that cost, it's an amazing deal that you cannot pass up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously every contract is going to be different,
Mhm.
but sometimes they even help you if you need to upgrade your electrical panel.
Yep, that's right.
You guys sometimes pay for that as well.
Yeah,
if
so
it's needed.
It depends on what is required to go solar. So when we do our survey, it's like a colonoscopy for solar. We inspect everything, and we just call out all the issues. We take photos, and then we go over the photos, and we say, and have our construction supervisor, design engineer, everyone takes a look at the photos and say, okay, in order for you to go solar, you either need a new roof or you don't. You need an electrical upgrade or maybe a meter adapter or nothing. But if you do need work, Sunrun is willing to help you pay for that. So it's just, it's all case by case. Every project's different, but Sunrun's willing to help you go solar and willing to help you save money. And it just makes it, some deals are just too good to even consider passing up.
I know. So I'm getting a new roof. I'm only paying for, less than half of that. And then now my bill is going to be $170 per month. And, compared to 500 and something, 700. Even the other months that I was not using the AC, they were like, 270.
Yeah.
So even then.
Even your low bills were high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know the rest of the year, it was going to be way more expensive because now San Diego Gas and Electric has raised their prices.
Right.
So I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you had a low bill before and you weren't considering solar, you should consider solar because you might be leaving money on the table, just giving it to SDG&E when you could add solar to the home and be saving some money.
Yeah.
Keep some more money home and the family to spend or towards vacations or education or all that good stuff.
So definitely, I'm pretty sure everybody complains about the San Diego Gas and Electric bill.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. Because especially if they have AC.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've given him so many referrals because of my clients that, they're buying these big houses and some of them don't even turn on the AC ever.
Right.
It's just like they're barely getting used to their mortgage payment. They're brand new homeowners and they're getting used to that mortgage payment. And then on top of that, they used to live in an apartment, so their gas and electric was really small, and now they're in a house. So they're not turning on the AC. So I highly recommend that you guys set an appointment with Ryan and just talk to him. It's at least 20%, but sometimes way more than that. So yes. I'm so excited. Like I can't wait to be done. I want them to start on my roof like tomorrow. But obviously, it's a process. So right now we're still like suffering with noise. No, actually we have the AC on now because I think it's only another month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you go solar, you're going to be saving all that money. So the money you spend now for comfortability, you're going to make all that money back very soon.
Yeah.
So.
Is there anything else you want to add that you think we didn't mention?
I was going to mention, so if you're in the real estate, industry, whether you're in the mortgage, title, escrow, realtor, broker, whatever you're doing, feel free to reach out to me anytime with questions. And it doesn't have to be a Sunrun system. I get people asking me just general solar questions. Could be any other company. And I'm here to help provide you with the information you need to help you with what you need to do for the transaction, right? To when it changes hands.
That's good to know.
So it's just I'm making myself available to you. Just reach out to me anytime. You can send me a Facebook message. You can send me text message, email, phone call. Whatever, just get in touch with me or get in touch with Fabi, and then she'll send you over to me.
Of course.
Yeah.
You do have a business page, right?
I do. Yeah. So it's gosunrun.com/Ryan Turner.
Okay.
That's the landing page where if you put a referral in there or you put your own information in there, it just comes direct to me.
Okay.
It's not a call center or anything like that.
It's your page.
It gets emailed direct to me, and I can reach out to you. Yeah. And then of course I have. You can find me at Solar Ryan. That's on Facebook. Or if you just want to search at Ryan TJ Turner, that's my name. And then all my social media is at Ryan TJ Turner.
Okay. So we're going to link it to this video on the top. And then that way you guys can add him or like the page so you guys can communicate with him and send him a message. But yeah, he answers really quick.
Thank you.
Do you want to keep it up?
Thank you. Time.
Yeah. So we have some names here, and we're going to give out one of these journals and then one gift card for Starbucks. And a free presentation with Ryan. Those are free, right?
They're free.
They're free. Right. Okay, so I think we covered everything. Do you guys have any questions?
There is one question.
Okay.
Well, there was another one, but you guys answered it. Is the $170 per month included fee for the system?
There's no fee for this system. That's already everything included, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The only thing that I'm gonna pay separate is gas. Obviously, I'm still gonna get a bill with a $10 minimum from San Diego Gas and Electric for electricity, and then my gas bill, which usually my gas bill is like $17.
Yeah.
29 when we heat up the pool.
Yep.
Which right now we have that solar cover.
Uh huh.
We're
That's
like all
great.
solar now.
That's
Oh my God, how
efficient. It's the
excited.
best. Yeah.
So we do that cover, and Adrian is laughing at me. We just do that cover, and now the pool is pretty hot anyway,
Nice.
so we're not using that much gas. But yeah, Paul is the one that was asking that. So yeah, there's no other extra fee.
Mhm.
Honestly, it's 0% down, and then you just pay that monthly fee.
Yep.
If you don't have it and you own a house, give them a call. Like, you have nothing to lose, and you're gonna be impressed of how much money. And it's not like I'm making any money for saying this. I'm honestly saying it because I just can't believe I didn't do it before. I just, sometimes you're scared with the companies that come and knock on your door.
Mhm.
And I always, as a realtor, I always want to know what happens if I sell the house, because it's important to me. And most people that came knocking on my door, they didn't even know.
They couldn't answer the question.
They couldn't answer the question. So they're just salespeople that are making a commission, and they're trying to sell you something.
Yeah.
So when I saw that you really knew the system, you have been there for years, and I thought, okay, if something was wrong, people would be leaving like bad reviews, and you have great reviews.
Thank you. Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, people are leaving comments on that.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, so let's see. I'll show you.
Ryan is amazing. I have referred him many clients, and they have been
Who's that?
satisfied.
Who-
Cameron Upton Arena.
Yes. Yeah.
You know that?
I do.
Okay.
Thank you, Cameron.
So, Jamie's here, Esperanza, Leticia Lemos, Melissa Medina, Marta La Fuente. Marta, if you don't have solar yet, because I know you have the pool and the AC, definitely give him a call. Actually, I'm going to give him your number unless you already have solar, because if not, John is going to just love it.
All the daughters.
Because that way you can use the money for the parties that we have at your house. Lisa Acosta, I think I sent you her information.
Yes,
She
I,
just bought the
I have
house.
Lisa's. Yeah, I have her information.
You'll be saving
We're-
money, and you know you want to save every
We're
penny
in
right
contact.
now. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Stephanie Puente, she's our preferred lender.
Okay, great.
So she would be, I don't know if she has solar already, but if not, then that way she can refer you to her clients.
That would be wonderful.
Alberto Zúñiga, Mónica Vázquez, Esperanza Close, Paul Maritza, Carolina, Luis Isais. Okay, so there's a lot of people there.
Perfect.
We're not going to go over them. But thank you all for watching and for making your comments. Ana Hueso, thank you. Salvador. And Erica, you might need those too. Okay, guys. Well, I think we covered a lot, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of information in there.
Martha
Yeah.
says she does have solar.
No.
Oh, see, why didn't you tell me? Oh my God, you're all saving the big bucks. Envidiosa, no me dices. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for
For-
watching. Yeah, I'm really happy to have been on the show and to have met you, and I'm really excited to get your project finished.
Yes,
Yeah,
I can't wait. I'm
so-
gonna give you guys an update when I get my first bill. I'll bring it onto the show and be like, 170.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe less. You never know.
Yeah.
We're still working on it.
Yeah.
So it might be even a little less. Who knows? Okay, so guys, we have a lot of past videos from different people that have been here. Yeah.
Don't forget the raffle.
Okay, we'll do it. But don't forget to see our past videos, because we have a lot of information with the attorneys, with financial aid. If your kids are planning to go to college, we have Omar from Southwestern College. He had all that information about getting financial aid, so they don't have to get a student loan. And there's so many grants that are, they're grants. You don't have to pay them back. So make sure you go back to our other videos. We have most of them on YouTube also. You can go to our channel and subscribe and then start watching the videos. I think that one is Fabi Gonzalez Realtor. That's our YouTube channel. And what else did I have here? We're also, after the raffle, we're going to leave you with a video, and it's talking about one of our listings, how we can get you a really low payment on that nice house with down payment assistance with Stephanie Puente. So that's a new video we just made last week, so we're going to have that at the end of the show. But first, let's give out some gifts. Okay, where's the sound thing?
Okay. So.
So you're, I can hold it for you.
Oh, I can hold it.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to open it.
Okay.
So we're going to get one. That one is going to be for the journal.
Okay. Here it comes.
Also, hold on.
Wrong.
We just got bombed.
No.
We're under attack.
Is it solar?
People really want solar really bad. They're coming to get us. Or is it SDG&E?
Oh, I think that's what it is.
Alexander Kim.
Okay, Alexander Kim. Okay,
Congratulations.
Claudia will get in touch with you so you can come up
Okay.
to the office and pick up the journal.
Another one?
Okay, yeah, another one.
Okay. There it is.
That one's going to be a Starbucks card.
Okay. This one. All right. Esperanza. Close.
Esperanza, you got a gift card. We'll
Congratulations.
mail it to you. Yay. Congratulations. Okay, let's do the thing.
Yep.
That was yours.
That was my,
Anyway. We love this little thing. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And we'll leave you with that video. And thank you, Ryan.
Thank you. Thank you, Fabi. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Hi, I'm Fabi Gonzalez with Coldwell Banker West, and I'm here with
Stephanie Puente at Team Puente La Mesa Point Mortgage.
and we're here at this beautiful remodel home here in San Diego. The address is 882 Carlsbad Street, San Diego 92114. This property is listed for $485,000. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, totally remodeled. And we can get you this house with a very small down payment and a very low payment.
Yes, with a minimal down payment, anywhere from 2 to 3% down, $9,700 to $14,450, $2,200 to $2,700 a month.
Imagine getting this house with a payment of only $2,200. Hablamos español, podemos ayudarle. Give us a call.